a girl calls me. She has to speak with me on the telephone. Has to speak with me on the telephone. Calls the home phone. I run. She's from the southern United States. A girl. Shyla. Yes. I hope it's okay with you. I'm in public school right now, and there was a little difficulty in her home. I'm in public school, and I found out about Torah Anytime, and I watched you twice. And I don't know if this is the right thing to do or not, but I want to call you. I said, what is it? So he says, well, I'm observing the Sabbath. I try. But I don't know if I'm doing it right. It says that the candle lighting time is 4:30. But my mother lights candles when she comes home from work at 6:30. When is the right time that I should observe the Sabbath? The 4:30 or when the candles are lit at 6:30? This young girl, a high school girl, has kept in touch. If I could ever write a sefer, and I wouldn't because of confidentiality, of her she'elot, of her questions, only through Torah Anytime. That is her sole connection. And then when she was going with a struggle with her parents over a very big issue, she had Torah Anytime to call. Nobody else. I will tell you one more. And I forwarded this to Moshe, and I forwarded this, I think, Shimon as well. A guy wrote me, there's an older man who lost his speech. And they wanted to help him, the therapist, and they couldn't get him. He wouldn't listen to anything. Batala, I don't want to listen to things not Jewish, not religious. They found Torah Anytime. And they play, it's me, they would know about Rabbi Noor, they'd play him, but they tune in, and I speak sometimes a little bit so. The man agreed that he would do his therapy together with repeating over the Devar Torah. The therapist wrote, I cannot thank Torah Anytime enough. How brilliant it is that they provide such an array of Rebbeim, an array of Moros and Rebbitzins and good people and every kind of people, because it helps more than you'll ever know. I'm walking in Williamsburg on Lee Avenue. I had a wedding in one of the halls in Williamsburg. All of a sudden, there's a guy stops me on the way, a big guy, and he starts talking to me in English. I detect a very big accent. So I said, excuse me? And he thought I didn't understand English or something, so he broke in to a Hasidic Yiddish like you wouldn't believe. He starts telling me, I need a Rebbe. He looked like he needed a Rebbe, but I said to him, you need a Rebbe? Okay, he says, I watch you on Torah Anytime. And it was a little bit warm. He'd take off his coat. His coat, I see, he has a big tattoo on his arm. Of course, I would never say a word. I was so happy. He says, I'm really, I want to learn a little bit. I've gone very, very far. Occasionally, would you mind if I could call you? I said, mind. Here's my number. Please, you do me the biggest favor. But I said, how did you get the Torah Anytime? He said it was a complete mistake. Complete. He wanted to know how to write his father something. So he keyed in Torah. Torah Anytime came up. He pushed it. I had a very different title. I don't use normal titles. They're abnormal. And he clicked it in. He came. I can tell you that I got one call, Erev Rosh Hashanah. One call that stood out from everybody. And it was right when I was ready to go to shul. It's this young fellow. He says to me, listen, I did a lot of bad things. and I'm doing a lot of bad things. He tells me in his own words, I'm no choir boy. But I have to tell you, I cannot go in to Rosh Hashanah without a Rebbe. Will you be my Rebbe? Same thing he asked me months back. I said, it's my biggest schus that I should have a chassid like you. Second. Third, on the yard side of Baba Sali, schus yogen olenu, the great Rav Abu Chatzera, mi gadol ke Baba Sali. So I dedicated the Torah Anytime. It was Friday. I dedicated it to Baba Sali. And I said over an incident about Baba Sali when he went to sleep. Sunday, I get calls from the Tivot. I get calls from Yerushalayim. The children in the Einiklach, the grandchildren of Baba Sali, said, we're watching Torah Anytime. We thank you that you did that, but we never knew that story about how Baba Sali had the custom to sleep. They were amazed. They were thanking me. Children of Baba Sali, grandchildren of Baba Sali, watching Torah Anytime. Guy with a tattoo, watching Torah Anytime. Older man, watching Torah Anytime. I get a call from none other than Manchester, England. Very serious part of England, Manchester. I was there, and at 7 o'clock I wanted to go to get something to eat. So I told my host I would like to go to get it. Oh, there is nothing open now in Manchester. 7 o'clock, everything is closed. People are not on the streets like that. Manchester, a outstanding Talmud Chacham, wanted to know the pshat from the Zera Shimshon that I said over, that mayor came to tell me how to do it because it was the wrong format. I don't understand the whole thing. And he helped me out on it. And he says, I want to understand the pshat because I'm experiencing a challenge. He started to tell me the Gemara that I didn't completely quote, Baal Peh, outstanding Talmud Chacham in Gateshead. When I finished with them, I said to myself, you know, the truth is, I got no idea what Torah Anytime does. I got no idea. I have no concept of where they're reaching, how they're reaching. A woman in Malaysia wrote to me. It's her connection to Judaism. She's all alone. A woman in Malaysia. She used some words I didn't understand. I took it. We have a cleaner on Coney Island Avenue in Flatbush, Malaysian. And I said, could you help me with that? So she reads the thing and she says, where are the video, Rabbi? She went, Gary Tzedek. I can't tell you. It's unbelievable. If I could, I would go on all day because it's amazing, amazing work where they reach the hundreds and the hundreds of thousands across the globe on every continent and every far-flung place. Yidden that need chizuk, Jews that want to learn more, Jews that are Talmidei Chachamim and want to, for one reason or another, get inspiration. Tisha B'Av, they send out teams. I don't know how many thousands it cost. I don't know how many hundreds of thousands it cost. Tisha B'Av, they send out all over. Little me, they came out for 6 hours. Did their work? Nothing. 6 hours. They had so many requests. 6 hours of doing it. And people sat at home that used to go home and turn on whatever they turned on, past the day in Tisha B'Av, and they're in the Torah Anytime. And you can get anything you want. In Torah Anytime, we'll put on everything. Not only their own. They have their own beautiful shurim. I did their own on Tisha B'Av. Selfless. This unbelievable thing.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.